project timeline is based on hope and crossed fingers, it's probably going to slip. Let's talk about how to set a timeline that's realistic and actually works in a higher ed environment. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Katie Linder, a certified project manager, change manager, and coach who works full-time leading and supporting teams in higher education. On this channel, I offer real-world examples of how project management translates into the higher ed environment. If you're looking for ways to use project management tools and skills, both professionally and personally, to bring more ease to your work and life, you're in the right place. Today's video is all about timelines, specifically how to build one that's not only realistic, but actually helpful for keeping your project on track. A solid timeline can help you set expectations, plan for peak workload periods, and communicate progress clearly to stakeholders. Here are some key steps to help you set a timeline that's grounded in reality. First, define the scope of the project. You can't build a timeline until you know what you're actually delivering. Make sure your project scope is clearly defined. You might ask what's included and what isn't. What are the major deliverables? Are there any known constraints? Once your scope is clear, you can break the work down into phases or milestones and start to see how long each part might take. Instead of one long deadline, divide your project into phases or checkpoints. Common phases include planning, design or development, implementation, testing or review, launch or delivery. Each phase should have a clear start and end with specific outputs. These become your milestones, key markers that help you track progress. Next, estimate time based on past experience. Avoid the trap of building your timeline around the best case scenario. Instead, use past projects as a reference. Ask team members for input on how long tasks will really take, and build in buffer time for delays, reviews, and approvals. Higher ed is full of interruptions, academic calendars, hiring freezes, committee reviews, so plan with those realities in mind. I'll drop a link in the description below of a past video on time estimation, in case that's a helpful topic to revisit. Once you have your time estimates, you can work backward from key deadlines. If your project has a hard due date, like the start of a semester or a grant submission, work backward from that date. Identify what must be done before your deadline. Layer in earlier milestones and prep time. Make sure dependencies are accounted for. This helps you to see if your plan is actually feasible and where you may need to adjust scope or shift resources. Finally, share the timeline and revisit it often. Once you've built your timeline, you can share it with your team and stakeholders. Get input and buy-in, and use it as a living document. Set regular intervals to review and update the timeline based on actual progress and shifting priorities. A realistic timeline is one of the most powerful tools in your project management toolkit. When it's built thoughtfully, it becomes a strategic plan for success. What's one strategy you use to set more realistic timelines in your work? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical project management strategies designed specifically for higher ed professionals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.